celebration of fellowship. Thankful for those that are a part of the fellowship near and far. Thankful for yet another opportunity in the presence of the Most High to go line upon line and precept upon precept, word for word, to help someone free their mind and to add unto us as we go forth on tonight. Let somebody be enhanced, enlightened, encouraged, strengthened. Let someone gain knowledge that they didn't have before. And as we have come together, let us continue to grow. Add unto us as we add unto ourselves. Let us continue to do things decent and in order, even in such a time as this, where there is so much going forward to bring us to a furtherance. Let us be mindful that we have to walk in this ordained purpose and be diligent and relentless in our going out and going forward in it. Let the word be spoken with power and boldness as we go forth in truth. In it and log in and log on. We're grateful for them in advance, for them thinking it not robbery to be on at this time with us as we go into another night of free of mind. When we say free of mind, your body follow. If we have any that will venture and travel this way on this evening, it is our expectation that they'll make it here safely. As the events of the day went by and we were able to get through another day, that the same happened for this night. Say it, amen. Before we go any further, anybody will testify.
Amen. I just thank the Most High ancestors and elders for this day, for wisdom, for the truth, and for just strength to make it through the work day and make it back into the house to hear a word again. Ashe.
Grateful to be back one more time in the community. Appreciate Most High ancestors for direction on today, for health, strength, and just wisdom and knowledge about the truth. Being able to not sometimes you don't know what you have until you need to operate and use it, and was able to do that on today and bring up some things that I said, oh, I did catch it in the service. I did catch it because it came back up again, and I was able to say what was and expound. And I'm appreciative on that on tonight. I'm thankful for the truth that we go line upon line to be able to free our minds so that we can help others free theirs when they want to be free. So I appreciate this opportunity on tonight, Ashe.
Amen. I thank Most High for being in the house. One more time, I'm grateful for wisdom and grateful for how He continues to help me get things done, feel a little bit more accomplished, got some things completed on yesterday. And thankful that I continue to have the mindset to build on that momentum and keep going and finish the other stuff I need to do too, so that I don't, because a lot of times we'll blame it on other stuff but us. It was just me and I didn't want to do it. But I just appreciate productivity and seeing, sometimes we look for inspiration from other places when it ain't coming from nowhere else. It has to come from what you do and what you accomplish, and that motivates you to continue on. So I'm just grateful for insight that I've been given the last couple of days, renewed focus and renewed energy to continue to move forward. So I'm just grateful for what we're going to hear and receive on tonight.
Where are we tonight?
Exodus 33.
33. I was listening and I heard I think I heard leading or guidance or something like that. I find it fascinating how we spend years saying something was leading us that comes from a picture. I find it fascinating. I was thinking about that today. I don't know what go on anywhere else. I'm talking about here in this country. I can't go with no other story nobody else was giving. But I find it fascinating how people are giving credit and saying they were led by something. That's a character in a picture. A portrait of somebody nobody never saw. A description that was never given for the portrait to be made. And I said, man, we really are some of this. I find that real fascinating. I am looking forward to tonight. Anyone logged in with us?
Not at the moment.
Okay, good. I'll get a chance to say this. I'm finding out that, it's okay how some people are what they think, but my problem is they attack you. You're not attacking them, they attack you if you don't go along with them. I'm grateful that I don't do the same, but they actually attack you. You don't go along with them. And we had a conversation earlier, and they said I can't do this stuff no more. And they said, who said it? I said, according to some of the church folk, they never could, I still can. So, who's who? I just find it funny what's going on now. And it reminds me of how our government operates. When a new president comes in, most of the time the new president comes in discrediting the old. The new regime, as they say, you come in trying to present a platform where they're going to be better than who just left office, and they're going to make things better. What's going on now, this next wave is not designed to be a problem. The people are making it a problem because they mad at the truth. I'm sorry. I'm the first one to acknowledge it. I mean, I activate some people back, but I'm just messed up in this area, so I don't see the point. I'm thankful that the power was not connected to what we thought it was. I'm very thankful. Yeah, so I told them life is a gift. They got a whole list of them, a whole bunch of folks stand up and prove they can't do nothing. Not one. And we think we don't look at the whole truth of stuff. We get aggravated and mad when your tradition is attacked or what you were taught for years. I don't give a rest but what we were taught for years. It's like finding out that who they told you was your father is not your father. It's a shame, but it's exposing. You ain't gotta say nothing. Their life and the way they act and the way they do things speak for itself. They do all each other. You ain't gotta argue. They're very combative, very have attitudes. And it's a shame. Shouldn't be that way. But it is. I had to sit back and come to the knowledge of the truth. You can't help everybody. And some damage that people did to you is irreversible, and you crazy to put yourself in a position for them to have any opportunity to do it again. You're supposed to forgive them. Yeah, you forgive them, but they don't need being stupid. There are some people that they'll never get the opportunity to be in my presence the way they used to. Because at this point, it ain't no need. It ain't hatred, it ain't being mean, but you don't have to argue, just watch it. Trust me, I'm gonna be talking about it a lot. The character that you pick up, the attitude, moods. Tell me, what's that thing, what they say, bipolar? So far, this little group they call the Lord in Christianity bipolar, schizophrenic, full of anxiety. Y'all ain't see these little captions where they show little stuff and then they, y'all ain't see this stuff? But they're not lying, because if you read it, it does depict some of that stuff. So a lot of people now are calling what we're doing something else. And anybody on there?
No, sir.
Good. So I can say this too. I was talking and they always talk about people trying to be deep. And I had to tell them, no, you reject knowledge. Some people are learning so they can do things. This just scaring folk with what you say you can do, that stuff don't work no more. Because most people saying can't do what they say. Because they don't understand. They're not as equipped as they listen. Now, y'all remember the first remote that came out for TV? Y'all remember that? Can you use it now? Why not? It's still a remote. It's still a remote.
It's on for that. If you have that same TV,
No, I'm talking about the
the
first
first
one.
one wasn't universal.
It wasn't what?
It wasn't universal. No.
And that's what I'm trying to tell them. This stuff, I can do that. No, it don't work now. Sure it does. It's the same. No, it don't. No, it don't. No, it don't. You almost got to travel in the woods to find people that still do feet washing. Right or wrong? You don't know how to do feet washing no more. Shut in, you don't know how to do that no more. We shut in, they call us crazy. But request prayer. Make it make sense. So let's go to 33. I'm glad we can do this the way we're doing it, because when we branch out, it puts us in a position where we're able to be helpful. Where we're able to be helpful. This is 2026. Virgin out is definitely going to take place. So let's go with chapter 33 of, what is this, Exodus? Exodus. Let's see what Exodus says this time.
And the Lord said unto Moses, Depart and go up hence, thou and the people which thou hast brought up out of the land of Egypt, unto the land which I swear unto Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, Unto thy seed will I give it. And I will send an angel before thee, and I will drive out the Canaanites.
Now, y'all heard that, right? To the kinfolk, to the seed. In the beginning, who was supposed to give it? Abraham. He said, I'm going to show it to you. Right? I know, I read it right. Go to the land that I will show you. Right? Well, he died without it being shown to him.
Minister Board and Mother.
Bless you. Love you. Karibu. Welcome. Did he leave without seeing it? He saw some. Some ain't all. The land that I will show you. Right? That never came up again, while he was living. This is it. Kenny Logan never showed up, but this is it. And they died having not received the promise. So I'm when I hear certain things, sometimes I point stuff out because it's going to come up later. So here we are now, going to take the people to the land. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what happens. Watch this. This is really something.
And I will drive out the Canaanite, the Amorite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, the Hivite, and the Jebusite, unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
Stop. Who gonna drive them out?
He said,
Let's listen to the story.
It says, send an angel before thee, and I will drive out.
Who gonna drive them out?
The Lord.
Now later on, when Joshua scouted the land, what they there? I'm in the wrong Bible. It wasn't uninhabited when Joshua went, when he sent the scouts out. Now who gonna drive out?
He said he was gonna drive them out.
This is where people get the idea God gonna do it. This is one of the reasons why they say we ain't gonna do nothing. And people have this mindset. You got people now that could do things, that don't do things because they have this notion from reading things like this that they got to do it, God gonna do it. God gonna do it. God gonna do it. Now here we have, God said, I'm gonna drive them out. Right? Now, what do they do to get driven out? Nothing. Now they land. So this is where people get this thing from. God will take something from somebody and give it to them. These people just eat meat, in somebody's yard because they want that house. Huh? I wish I was talking about. This is where they get these attitudes because it's said in the story here. But the problem is they ain't talking to you. Tell me how you can say it's talking to us. Now anybody can claim it and take it off. Many groups do, and many groups have. But it's not even talking to anybody that's here today. Nowhere in the world. Nowhere. It's not talking to them. I'm gonna drive them out. This is why over there, they took people land, talking about this our birthright. God gave this to us, but they stupid self. That's right, they stupid. Look at what's going on over there. If this was promised to you and it was protected, how in the heck, in the name of Jimmy the Cricket, could the thing be going on there now? And the portion that you're in, the diameter in the geographical notation is supposed to be much larger in representation than where you're living. So how we screw that up? See, I paid attention in geography. I ain't no slowly. You ain't fool me with that. It's not talking to them, but yet they're fighting, they're killing, they don't get along, they're taking stuff from people, and it ain't even talking to them. And somewhere somebody knew it, but they ain't about to tell them. It doesn't be going on too long. Here we got, this is God gonna get rid of them, right? Gonna use an angel to drive out?
Right.
Now I'm gonna get cussed out, but I'm gonna say it again. Prove to me that angels exist. I know where they got it from. So prove to me they exist. Tell me when you saw anything resembling that. Tell me when you saw it. And the creatures that they describe, if they come after you, how you got away? It decided to leave you alone?
Pastor Troy's watching.
Bless you, reboot. If it don't like you in the first place, how you got away from it? I'll tell you how you got away from it. If a man can beat it anyway, if a man wrestled and won, it was God. How that gonna do something to it? I can't wait to sit in front of a bunch of apologists and let them take all the shots they're gonna take, and we're gonna keep using the same Bible. It's going to go what it says. It's like Sherlock Holmes coming into it. That's what God changes. So you're going to take the land, you're going to drive them out. They ain't got to drive them out, right? And then what it said? Okay, let's see what happens. Go ahead.
For I will not go up in the midst of thee, for thou art a stiff-necked people, lest I consume thee in the way. And when the people heard these evil tidings, they mourned. And no man did put on him his ornaments, For the Lord had said unto Moses, say unto the children of Israel, ye are a stiff-necked people. I will come up into the midst of thee in a moment, and consume thee. Therefore now put off thy ornaments from thee, that I may know what to do with thee, unto thee. And the children of Israel stripped themselves of their ornaments by the Mount Horeb. And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off.
Excuse me, I thought they was already there.
They took off their ornaments.
What you doing so long, you naked? Well, we know it didn't mean not having nothing on now, no. And you got ornaments left? What you get over there?
That was the gold.
That
was the gold.
Oh, excuse me, you right. Yeah, they had those stuff. Yeah. They had the stuff they got from the pawn shop, they put that on. Yeah. So now, here, all this evil and wickedness. First you talking about you gonna give them something, right? But they ain't no good. Dogmatism. You wonder where these dogmatic preachers come from. You gonna drive people out to get them land for people that you don't think should get in anyway. They ain't no good. It's different. Now I want you to take your arms off, so I gotta decide what I'm doing with you. That's like finding out you're gonna get a meeting later, and it's 2 o'clock, and the boat don't get on till 6 o'clock. I'm gonna tell you up, because I'm gonna tell you, and it's 2 o'clock, but your brother will get on till about 6:15. So you gotta sit in limbo, and act right, but yet wonder what will happen. This is really a shame. Go ahead.
And Moses took the tabernacle and pitched it without the camp, afar off from the camp, and called it the tabernacle of the congregation. And it came to pass that everyone which sought the Lord went out unto the tabernacle of the congregation.
He took the wait a minute. What? What tabernacle? Are we talking about a structure?
Mm-hmm.
Moses moved it by himself.
It was portable.
I don't know how you read about itself.
It was portable.
It must have been the size of a porta potty. No, you found out what that tabernacle was. It told us. He moved that by himself.
He said he took it.
We got some information and measurements off somewhere, because what was described to us, he moved that.
I mean, he was able to bring tablets down from off the mountain.
Yeah, the little notebooks we went to school with. Go ahead. Wow.
And it came to pass, when Moses went out unto the tabernacle, that all the people rose up and stood, every man at his tent door, and looked after Moses.
Well, it wasn't a tent.
Until he was gone into the tabernacle.
It's the building they described. Did they have to take apart and bring with them? She said it was portable, but what the heck he doing moving by himself? Hercules is envious. So they were standing in the tent watching him go. So tell them, okay, go ahead. This is getting good. It's a television series.
And it came to pass,
Mm-hmm.
as Moses entered into the tabernacle,
Yeah.
the cloudy pillar descended and stood at the door of the tabernacle, and the Lord talked with Moses.
Stop. Now, everybody sitting in here in the services, right? More than one. Different places at different times. Tell me when that happened, that you just read. Y'all never saw it happen? No?
That the Lord talked.
Right there, what happened there? This at the door. Yeah, he's standing there, the Lord talking to him through the cloud, and he's standing in the tents watching. You mean you know when they would be in the service and that happened? It never happened in the pulpit, it never happened in the yard? No, because it's for this story. But we took it like it's supposed to happen today, and a God doggone sit there until your mind, look, don't play with your mind. Till your mind make you start seeing some of this stuff. Y'all saw that? No, we ain't saw it. Whatever you was drinking or thinking to make you see it, take your mind outside so you can affect everybody else. No, we ain't seen it. I think people play too many games. We do not 100% perfectly have down pat the mind. We do not. We go on what we know or what we think we know or what we discover. We do not have it monopolized or 100% correct. Because I guarantee you, there's some operations of the mind going on in Japan that'll make you look sick. There's some operation of the mind going on with some of these new children. That'll make you study and research and find out how they do it. We don't have a monopoly, we don't have it perfectly correct. We got some facts that are concrete and true. But we don't have it all. They don't have it all either. But this here is for the sake of the story. But what we did, we took it out of it and tried to make it reality, to add sauce and add spice and add more strength, bless you, to the religious story that we tell and hold fast and dear to. They get mad until they turn blue in the face. Until you can execute what's in that book, shut up and leave me alone. I'm trying to help people realize you ain't got to walk around scared and in fear of these knuckleheads in these pulpits, because these piss poor jackbutts can't do none of this stuff they're saying. All they can do is try to scare people. And any of them that have those abilities ain't trying to form and scare people with it, because we're not built that way. This is for the sake of this story, but because of how creative people are, we're not the only ones. Y'all see that? No. But we're going to say we saw it because we don't want to say we didn't. Somebody will say I saw it too. But we saw outside that day, that was real. Nobody had to convince nobody that was sitting up there. Who was here and saw it? The rainbow.
Yeah.
Nobody had to make us and convince us that it was there. It was there. For real. That time I exposed to her that the universe don't operate the way they think. There was a couple of preachers standing there. How many sons y'all saw? Now, I didn't make that up. I didn't try to fool them and give hypnotic suggestions. I showed it to them, showed up. So this right here, we know how to take stuff. Just like a child will believe in Peter Pan after hearing the story or watching the animated motion picture. They're no different. We just mad because it's being uncovered. Well, guess what? The ones that fed it and gave it to you, they knew it was a bunch of bull and manure when they gave it. Because they operate and function in it very different. And they go to a heaven that don't even include you. Most of them. Unfortunately. So here we got, he done moved the tabernacle. He moved it. That's what it said. I didn't put that there. They stand in the tents, watching him talk to the Lord from the cloud in the doorway. Right? Okay, go ahead.
I got a question.
Oh, what's your question?
You was talking about how, our mind
Yes.
does different things. So I'm just looking at, it was talking about a cloudy pillar. Now, we've experienced, unless it was my mind, that there was a cloud, we said it was a glory cloud. And we saw.
Well, yes, but that ain't the same thing.
This is not the same thing.
No. And
But
see, that's where the problem and the confusion comes in. When something real show up, we try to make it fit in this funky bookie.
So it's called the wrong, what people have said in the system is not exactly what
It's what they want to do.
is what they want, but
But
we
when it
know.
show up in the reality, it ain't what they say. It's
Okay.
something totally different.
Right.
It's just like when people say something told me. Well, wait a minute, I thought you were the Lord like this. You don't know when it's the Lord? Something told me? I thought, wait a minute, hold on, something? Something got a hold of you? So it must have been? What? We need something. Wait a minute, I thought we know the voice. Something? How could you come up with something in a scenario where you're supposed to know what it is? Hey, look, how you deduce that it's just something? I know this is uncomfortable and going to agitate a lot of preachers. So what? I'm just wanting to answer. You want all these answers from me? At least I can answer your question. Can't answer mine. This right here, the way they put it in the story, many ministries have fooled a lot of folk with smoke machines. That's right, with something that will produce a mist, or with something that will put what appears to be gold dust in the air. They do all kinds of stuff to try to make what's in this book a reality, not realizing there are some things that will happen that are not what's in the book, but they're real. They're real. Some of the things we tell people, they scratch their head, but then when they talk about fantasy island, that's supposed to be real. We tell people stuff we witness, but it ain't in the Bible. I know it ain't in the Bible. The Bible's a story for the characters that are in it. And it's a control mechanism. And it's a rule book. It's several different things. There are incantations in that Bible. There are spells in that Bible. I ain't seen no spells because you don't know how to put it together. They know how to take one part from here, there, and put it together, and that's the chain. So this is where it get all screwed up and mixed up. You look for what's in the book. So when something else shows up, oh, that couldn't have been God right there. Y'all ain't never heard an incident where something actually happens, and folks say that wasn't God because it wasn't just like it was in that Bible. So that notion of the letter kill the spirit is alive and well. And that book kill a whole lot of spiritual things in that. Whole lot of spiritual things in that. They're so busy trying to prove who's with God and who ain't, who in God and who ain't, who right and who ain't, that they so backwards and so messed up and tore up that they lie every day. Every day you say you're black, you're a liar. Because your hair is black and your face and your hair don't match. Every day somebody say they're white, they lying. You can take a white crown and a black crown and find somebody that match. If it match a person and it's a white crown, they probably got skin nerves. If it match a person and it's one of us, they probably got charcoal burn. So every day, I'm black, you lying. So if a liar ain't gonna tear in the sight, ain't none of us gonna. No, man. See, that's what happens. It's so screwed up because we look for stuff to be like it is in that book. And when something happens that's real, that rainbow we saw in that book, but the explanation for it exists. Because somebody researched it and found it. And told what it meant. Well, that's what the devil is, because it ain't in the Bible. That's why you have to maintain and stay focused. Because if you're not careful, you ain't gonna get an argument. For nothing. I know I tell people, I see you getting all heated. I'm not, look, we're not even on food with this, because you can't handle this conversation.
I have a question. I thought stuff about the rainbow was in the Bible, or something about
No, that rainbow we saw ain't in there.
No, I'm talking about.
I understand, but it got to be like it's in the Bible, or they're not gonna believe what you're saying.
Oh,
Or it's the devil, or that's something else. And see, it gotta be like the Bible says. They'll tell you that, that ain't in the Bible. That ain't how it is in the Bible. That ain't how God did it in the Bible. Well, according to the Bible, God did do it. What Bible you read? You know, they attack you. Well, this happened there. Well, in the Bible, it was like this. Was it like that? No. Hey, you been in that church there? That's the devil there. That ain't God. And I mean, they be serious. It's sincere. They really be serious. If you tell somebody walked on water, the preacher said, was it during a storm? Ain't nothing but the devil trying to trick people, because see, when Jesus did it, it was in a storm. We gave our fish and bread, right? Was a little boy there. See, if God would have set it up, it'd have been a little boy there with me. What? Grow up. That's the thing that's so bad about it. It can be something great to take place. And people will refer to the Bible. If it is not like it, that ain't God right there. That ain't God right there. That ain't God right there. That ain't the Lord. That ain't the Lord. We used to, how was that? That ain't the Lord's way. That ain't the Lord's way right there. So this incident that happened, and you know, the cloud that we saw, and those things, the reasoning behind them, a lot of it is different from what they got in their mind. So they say they can't be God. These are not the ways of a true living God in their mind. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Somebody can tear you to shreds, and you sit there talking about the Lord will fight your battle. Well, he chose that to get your butt kicked, but he beat up that fig tree though. No man. No man. Come to some of these church folk, something supposed to happen to me. Well, it was supposed to happen last year. Because they get it twisted, they get it wrong. What we're doing here is supposed to be so wrong, but we're going word for word. And other preachers go word for word, people still come out confused. You know why? They go word for word, but they ain't give you time to ask them a question. They ain't break it down with them, they ain't explain them. And when they see something that's not quite right, they mess around and make sure that they put you in the mindset that you can't question it. Can't question God. Can't question. Wait a minute, this is a story being told. God ain't did none of this. This is a story. It ain't even well put together. We just was infatuated and caught up. That's why we didn't investigate like we should have. And when we did investigate, we didn't do nothing about it. Because we're too busy feeling good and fit in. If I'm telling me, I'm telling everybody. We're too busy feeling good and fit in. We'd rather get a good dance in than enlighten everybody and get everybody to stop being so stuck. Because we were caught up in it. Ain't nobody said caught up. We're too busy getting high. They help somebody with some higher learning. Too excited. Some people so deep into this, and I sympathize with them. They'll never separate from it. Not fully. I sympathize with them. I sympathize with them. And the reason why I say they never told separate because it's embedded. All of them, but enough of them. There always is a problem when you go against the norm, like asking questions in a place where it ain't well. You get ready to change the dynamic of things, you're the problem. You're the trouble. You're the one everybody there look out for. You know, something wrong with their person. So this thing, they saw this, right? And him and who talking?
The Lord and Moses.
Now keep going. Now the Lord and Moses having this talk. Where?
the doors of the tabernacle.
At the door. So it's intended for the people to see it. Okay, go ahead.
And all the people saw the cloudy pillar stand at the tabernacle door.
Uh-huh.
And all the people rose up and worshipped, every man in his tent door. And the Lord spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. And Moses said unto the Lord, See, thou sayest unto me, Bring up this people, and thou hast not let me know whom thou wilt send with me. Yet thou hast said, I know thee by name, and thou hast also found grace in my sight. Now therefore I pray thee, if I have found grace in thy sight, shew me now thy way, that I may know thee, that I may find grace in thy sight, and consider that this nation is thy people. And he said, My presence shall go with thee, and I will give thee rest. And he said unto him, If thy presence go not with me, carry us not up hence. For wherein shall it be known here that I and thy people have found grace in thy sight? Is it not in that thou goest with us? So shall we be separated, I and thy people, from all the people that are upon the face of the earth. And the Lord said unto Moses, I will do this thing also that thou hast spoken, for thou hast found grace in my sight, and I know thee by name. And he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee.
Hold it. Now, in hearing this dialogue, does that not help explain to you why some people talk the way they talk in church? Some people talk like that at home. Some people are told. That's how you find out if God is with you. God, if I'm going to give the job, let the light flick on and off. It's the same thing. Now we're told we can't compare God. Well, what's that right there? Because he ended up saying, I'll do it. Now, unless we are reading something totally wrong here, this pillar was the Lord in the form of a pillar, right? You talking to him face to face, right? Are we right?
Yes.
No glowing. Ain't nothing wrong you glowing now. Now y'all in the doorway. Right? Go ahead.
And he said, I will make all my goodness pass before thee, and I will proclaim the name of the Lord before thee, and will be gracious to whom I will be gracious, and will show mercy on whom I will show mercy. And he said, Thou canst not see my face, for there shall no man see me and live. And the Lord said, Behold, there is a place by me, and thou shalt stand upon a rock. And it shall come to pass, while my glory passing by, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock.
Now he's going to put it in. Right?
Right.
Now there's another story that says he told him to turn himself into the cleft of the rock. So which Bible reading?
Question,
Mm-hmm.
how were they talking face to face via scene?
That's my inspiration.
You know, I ain't going to mess with that.
I mean,
That's
it's
what
I will try not to mess with it because it said nobody saw him live. But Abraham ate with him. Jacob wrestled with him. But that way he didn't ever see him as he is. See, but face to face is face to face. Is it not? Face to face is so prominent that that's how Brother Hammond got the name of the court number. It's called face to face. So, see, I ain't gonna mess with it. But it said face to face. Now we turn around, can't let you see me, because then you're dead. So they'll tell you, he means see him as he is. Right? So what we got going on here?
He's putting them in
Because he want what to pass by?
glory,
Now,
his glory.
his good parts.
He said, while my glory passing by, he said, I will put
But he asked for his good parts. Right?
the glory, yes.
So his glory is his good part?
I'm asking you, is that what you were saying?
He said, I will make all my goodness
All his goodness?
pass before thee.
So all his
all
goodness, his good part. His goodness.
Yes. And the
Pop was so funny.
What is that?
Pop was preaching about this.
Goodness.
And Pop was preaching, and Pop said, God showed Moses, but
Basically.
That's why we're asked, Pastor, what is the goodness?
Pop had us laughing at that. God showed me, but
I said,
so here we have, they in the tabernacle, in the front tabernacle, this pillar that had to be an image. Come on now.
wait,
Because the people saw
wait a minute. Pastor, that can't be right.
it. Okay.
If the people saw the glory
They saw
at the
it.
tabernacle,
Well,
right? This is the same.
But they saw the glory.
They saw the pillar cloud.
They saw the
The
pillar.
pillar cloud at the entrance of the tabernacle. That's where Moses was.
Hold on a minute. Let me look over there. That's a pillar.
Oh, the beam.
That's a pillar, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So it came in the form of. It was in a form, and the people saw it. And they dealt face to face, right?
That's what it said.
And the people saw it. And I guess they heard it too. And now he says, he want what to happen there?
He will make all of my goodness pass before me.
But he's right there. And are y'all see what I'm saying here? He already right there, right? Well,
But he's in a different form. He must have changed form.
okay, see, I got you. He had changed forms.
He must have changed form.
Right.
Pastor Patron says, so his good parts are in the front, but he showed his hind parts, which are not so good.
So in other words, you're trying to say move. So he moved.
Well,
I'm trying to, now what you said is he changed forms. Okay. I guess he was letting them know, okay, for that, I need to change forms. So now here it is. I'll put you on the rock. And when I'm getting ready to pass by, I'm going to put you in the crack. That's what it says. That you put him in. Am I right?
Yeah. I will put thee in a
But you got another story about it that says he turned his face into the cleft of the rock. So is there another incident? Or is that this same one?
It might be told a different way. You know how the four parts.
It's told a different way?
It might be told. It's the same story told a different way.
Okay. So now let's go into more of this because this gets good.
Okay. When it comes down to these
Ooh,
We know that the author has a way. Changing it, putting it how we want to put it, to make it fit how we want to fit.
right,
So basically, so again, we're sitting here and we say, okay, well, this way, or what he did, do this, whatever it be. It's whatever the author wanted to be. Because that's what they do. That's what the one whoever tells the story at the time, the writer,
that's right,
at the time, how he want to make it fit.
right.
See, my thing is, from go back from the beginning to where we are now, they seem to forget, because if it's the same writer,
Not the same way.
no, I'm gonna say
That's
it's
the problem.
because okay, it wasn't even in a chapter.
Right.
Okay, even in a chapter, the writer forget what was been said before, even in that same chapter. So we've been able to go back and say, okay, well, then you said this way. Okay, now you said this way. So I'm saying the writer himself can put it the way that he want to put it, and make it fit how he want to make it fit. Like I said, change it up.
I'm very grateful that I'm able to help you with that. There's a style of writing that's designed to do exactly what's being done in this Bible. There is a style of writing and storytelling that's designed to cause extra from the readers. Like they have to add to, or take away from, or put it this way, and another person will read it and they'll put it another way. It's done on purpose. It really is. You see how you pointed out and said, look like they forget. Well, they forget. And apologists will come back and explain it, but won't say it. It's like they forgot. Someone that is a poet will pick this apart. Someone that is skilled in poetry, they pick it apart. And they'll use some things out of it that'll make you say, I don't see that. Of course not. All of us can go into the passages and see something different. And what they did was get everybody to believe that's God giving you different ways of looking at it. See, God can have you going there. I know because I've said it to people. Because that's how they made us feel. Like God is the one that covered. And I found out the hard way that it was intended to do that. That's why you can have people argue forever and a day over this stuff. They charge money for you to come sit in on the debates now. They're making money off of this stuff. And we have to remember something. You said the writer, they're copying other people, they're copying somebody else's stuff. So they got to put their little stitch and spin on it too. So when you see it, you say, you know what, it's like they forgot. Oh, come on. Because here they come now with this. Did they forget what they wrote back then? And you know what? It might have. Consider it. But their intent is to cause different reactions, different conclusions. Their intent is to cause that. But we're told God is not the author of. Okay. So that if God is the author of this, it should cause no confusion.
That's why I can say now it's see now, because my thing is when their concept of God, this is man concept.
Mm-hmm.
So but when I look at it now, because like I probably looked at it and read it and didn't see it like this, but now I'm seeing it like this now. There's no way that the Most High would even be even nothing near to what they try to make it seem as though. Because even in this, it make it seem like, he this way, he that way, or this and that, he go back on what he say, or he gonna, he just like, okay, if he's a God that changes not. This God, your Lord, your God have changed so many different times. And this is man, and this is nothing inspired even by God. It was thy man was inspired by God. No. No,
Mm-mm.
this is man's,
You know, bad bill gave him adjustment, but it's still not.
but yeah, it's kind of, you know, to me, like I said again, I just, you know, when you read, I just be shaking my head because, you know, like, you know,
Wow.
this don't even make sense to me, you know, but thankful that we're able to, like I said, find some things and, if not for, you know, like I said, debate or whatever, but if people would just take the time, like I said, and read it and go line by line, precept by precept, then be able to see it themselves, they'll be able to catch it. If they are open up to it, because most of them are closed minded. They are locked in it, they don't want to be open, and then it's the way it is.
Yeah.
But if they open themselves, that's why I say,
Someone will cut me up.
my thing is this,
with
I
this
still go
nonsense.
back to what I said before is, even when I'm in the system, I always said there got to be more than just this. This is not, not fully understanding.
Right.
And then not, like I said again, my thing was, what gets me was because, like I said again, they did make God out, like I said, was the one that would kill you, and then they'll, well, okay, well, if you got these commandments or these laws or whatever, then, they said, well, it was good, but no man could keep it. But it was good. But, so my thing again, like I said again, I'm just grateful and thankful now to be open, to get the true understanding, because there's no understanding of this right here, because like I said again, it just don't make no sense. To me, this is like now. I'm not, when I sit here and you read whatever, like it don't make no sense. That's all I can say. This don't make no sense. Make it make sense. But I'm just, like I said again, I'm grateful.
I understand.
And my thing is, people should not be so in a way of, like I said again, to feel like their way is the right way, the only way. The truth is, we always do, and that's why I was gonna say is, people gonna have many outlooks on many things, on their beliefs, on what it may be. But, because in everybody's different belief, then they are right, and so, religion, whatever, they're right and everybody's wrong.
Yep.
But, like I said, when you want to pull, when it comes down to this Bible right here, and you want to pull a truth out of it, just sit back, be open to see, to hear, and then you're like, okay, yeah, it'll make this cannot be right, this cannot be God, no, and stuff. But again, like I said, I'm glad to be in a place that we're doing it. I know there'll be some time, but like, because I'm just waiting for certain ones to come across,
I have looking forward to it.
because there's some ones.
It will be very, very harsh, but I'll take it.
I think I'm gonna make them think because, like, I'm not saying that it's gonna be a debate, because I ain't debating nobody, but maybe have them looking at it in a different way if they're open enough to even receive that. But if not, it's still good. It's still good.
Right.
It's still good. To me, it's okay, because I say, whoever they are, where they are, I am. But,
Is somebody else log in?
Well, there's people there. They haven't said anything.
Yeah. So somebody else logged in.
so my question was,
I want to do this to see if they log out. I heard you when you logged in. Let me see what he's saying this time. I heard you. I'm on you bargain for tell you you meet me this year. I heard you. So stick around, don't log out. Don't log out. Where we at? You get ready to change, and you gotta go to the dressing room?
Yeah.
Cause y'all made a point. Come on, wait a minute, you gotta change? Yeah, cause a different form. That's what, isn't that what we're saying?
I said,
Because we're dealing with a pillar. You know, so now it's not gonna be a pillar of what is it, smoke? The cloud is smoke?
Cloud.
Okay, and we're dealing with, okay, and, so now he's, what's so funny?
They left.
Huh?
They left.
Huh? I'm telling you, don't get along with me. I'm on your bark for. Ain't that joking the pulpit can't do nothing and lying every trying to act powerful. They got power enough to piss straight. Nah, I don't play with you. I heard you. You see what he's saying this time? They logged out. See that? Now, y'all, and it's on the line. So that wasn't made up. That wasn't fake. That was real. Yeah, I ain't read their mind. I heard. That's right. Now say what I can't do no more. Never mind. What's up, Scott? Where we at?
we at 22.
Pastor Trump said it makes it seem as if God is bipolar.
Wow. That's strong. What happened in 22? I bet you that person will never forget that. And they're gonna tell somebody, he heard me. I had to get off there. That ain't God, dude. That ain't God. Go ahead.
And it shall come to pass, while my glory passeth by, that I will put thee in the cleft of the rock, and I will cover thee with my hand while I pass by. And I will take away my hand, and thou shalt see my back parts, but my face shall not be seen.
I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move my hands out of the movement. That's why Papa was preaching. Papa said, God shall open his butt. Now, this incident, believe it or not, this incident was derived from an incident in mythology. They just changed it up. But this incident comes from an incident in mythology with Zeus and a mortal man.
But again, how is God the spirit? And he would, if he was in the form of a spirit back then, supposedly.
Uh-oh.
And then, so when his son came on the scene, because he posed from himself and came, made flesh, made man. So why they're associated with him supposed to be having hands or backside and all that kind of stuff, and he's supposed to just be in a spirit form. So
It's the author making sure that they get the illicit response and idea that they want you to have when you come to God. You know, they want you to know you got hands. You got hands of God. They want you to know. They got to put you in a position to be able to picture this thing. Got to be a big old mighty God to take his hand and put it in your life. You know, but you're going to move. Now, I want y'all to answer me something. You moved your hand. For what purpose? My back turned. What was see? What am I see with my face turned to the cloud of rock? What am I going to see? Just to let you know, God is mighty, he's big. He had his hand covered and he walked by. Now, okay. God arms longer than yours. Legs too. They have to present it in a way that causes you to be in awe, causes you to catch on to what they want you to know the power and awesome ability that's going on here. That God took this man and put him in the rock, and when his hand falls past, why you move your hand? I'm gonna say this. They always say God is they always say he, right? But that's masculine, right? He deals with a man, right? Why you want him to see your naked butt? Why you want a man to see your butt?
Because that's all his goodness.
Say that again.
He said, I will make all my goodness to pass, so that's
So I'm gonna show you how
his goodness.
I can twist things just like that. Why you want a man to see your butt? And why are you trying to make a man is so powerful he can produce a man without a woman? Why you implying that you don't need no woman? Who got that mindset? Never mind. I'm looking at this and you cover it. Okay. But you move your hand when your hand passes. But is he gonna look at it? I mean, is he gonna look at it?
To my Moses?
Yeah.
Well,
He got his back turned.
right.
And he got his hand.
He's going,
He moves his hand.
So
he gonna see it.
Okay.
Because
I get it.
he didn't want to see the face, I guess
Right.
his face, so he had to
Right.
turn it back to that side, because the face is in front.
Right.
Turn it back side.
But I ain't gonna see nothing but a back turn.
Well,
That's the way.
they had a conversation, remember, before this,
Yes.
that he said, I beseech thee, show me thy glory. So
That guy was
he
loud
said, then
before
I
this
will
in the
make
church
my
right
good,
now.
I will make all my goodness pass before thee. They're having dialogue so that he can see, but he don't want him to die. So he said, well, let me just throw you in the cleft of this, and I'm gonna let this part so that you'll still be able to see me, but you ain't gonna see my face.
I understand.
So I'll let my glory pass so you can I'll show you what I want you to see.
Now, I don't know if anybody else is thinking this, but if we already were face to face, okay, we were face to face, what you had it on reserve when we were right there with each other?
The different form.
You had it on reserve? It wasn't with you in that form?
No, it was a different form.
So you didn't have your glory with you? You left it on the
It was in
mountain?
the cloud. It's in the pillar because all the other people saw him too now.
But you didn't have your glory with you. Because you want you to let it pass. Right? But you right there, right then.
That's the question I was asking you. I was asking why, if they were in the doorway of the tabernacle, they didn't say that they left the people. They were still right there.
Right, the people were in the tent looking.
They were looking. So that means you didn't hide that from them either?
They saw his hand.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Exactly, but then what happened? Did he just they were so out of it and passed out?
Now I'm
that
gonna tell you this.
changed?
What we're doing now is what the author wanted.
They was worshiping.
They was worshiping, they wasn't paying attention.
That's what the author wanted. What
Right.
we're doing right now. This is one of the things they wanted to
Talk about.
accomplish. No, this is one of the things they wanted to accomplish from how they wrote it, how they put it.
Okay.
See, ever learn. But
Never come to another truth.
bingo. Bingo. And that puts a preacher, several preachers, in a position of dominance and prominence to appear to be more spiritually knowledgeable and more godly and intelligent than everybody else. And they've been playing this card for centuries and for years. And some of the preachers that are very intelligent, I don't care how smart you are, you're still stupid for how you do with this Bible. And I don't care who don't like what I just said, you're still stupid. You're paid pimps, you're stupid for how you do with this Bible. Don't make no sense.
Pastor Tron asked the question. She says, what's the difference between seeing each other face to face in the valley at the tent versus on top of the mountain?
I guess it's a different form. More powers, I don't know. Yes, he is John. He ate some susu beans. What the things from Dragon Ball Z? What they call the beans?
What now?
Dragon Ball Z. They got this kind of bean they eat. Sensu. Yeah, they eat a sensu bean. They power up. So they power up. They power up.
She also asked, so is there one face with the people and another one with Moses?
See what I'm saying? See what happens? This is what the author wanted.
Because it's also been presented as it was all figurative. This is when God revealed the past to Moses, which is how he wrote the motor books that he wasn't alive for.
You know, I laugh when they say that because they, according to them, Moses wrote Chronicles.
P.A.S.
Past.
But his death is in there.
Yes, the past.
Yeah. But he wrote Chronicles according to them.
Who?
Moses. So you wrote your death. Because his death is in Chronicles. So how you wrote it in your dead? Oh.
He wrote it for his life.
No, he didn't write Chronicles.
He didn't write
He
Chronicles.
didn't write Chronicles.
The Numbers, Deuteronomy.
The what?
He wrote the
First
first five,
five,
not
not
Chronicles.
Listen. Go on YouTube. What's that doctor's name? He talking, and the guy from India had to explain to him. The guy from India was telling him that they give Moses credit for writing much more than the Pentateuch. And the guy was saying, how so? He said, you telling me? You telling me how? He's the same guy that told him, what no Abraham, what no Moses, what no Adam, what no Jacob. I mean, he was running it down. I mean, because they give him credit for books that he was not around for according to the writing. He couldn't have wrote Chronicles. And you know, it's more is first and second Chronicles. You know where they got Chronicles from? Well, I think I told you. The magnificent records that were kept when they came and invaded. Because they didn't keep records of it. And those records that were kept were kept of real people. See, some of these are actual names. Some of these are actual names. You know, this is, it's not even well put together. I guess they're gonna say God will kill me for my Dragon Ball Z thing. You know. But I mean, he had the power up, because you know, he had change, and it's gonna look different, it's gonna be more powerful, and you know, he had the power up, you know, he had to get juiced. You know. He had the power up. So let me count the commercial about footballers advertising food. He called them Hall of Fame for juicing. So I mean, you know, this is what the author wanted. All these questions, all this talking, all these intelligent responses and these observations, this is what they want. This they want to defer you from coming to anything concrete about the fact that this can't be true.
When they associate this about, I guess, like Moses said, you know, show me his glory. And there's a lot of times from most of the people now
Yes.
want to see God's glory.
Yes.
And then, you know, they expect for it to show up in the building or what have and then, you be looking for, I guess, an experience, because you feel like, okay, well, if the glory comes, then something good gonna happen, you know, because his glory is here. So, but, like I said again,
But remember, though, it can come mild, like that pillow. If you go charge up, boy, oh boy, woo, woo.
but,
It's suicide.
well,
It's just funny how this thing, y'all keep lying. This, now we are headed to an incident that the church loved to refer to. This incident where they say he turned his face. The Bible say God did. And then put his hand over it. That what it said? Matter of fact, the Pop preached a message from this. You remember that?
And you have to start it off.
Huh?
You have to say it, so I don't know.
High praise from the low place.
Yes.
I remember all his messages from the family came, the time to live. And remember the scrutiny cynic? I've got some ashes on my hands. What should I do with it? Okay. It showed up in those two. God's not hiding, you're running. I'm trying to think of the messages where this showed up or reference to it. I want to go where giants grow. Get missing it by 18 inches, it's in that one. Connected wounds and connected hurts, it's in that one. I don't think he references any of the other ones I was there for. Well, you wasn't there for that. But Zoe, the God kind of life, it's in that one too. But he was calling it Zoe, and he had to turn around and change his pronunciation. Well, here we are. This is exactly what the author wanted. It is exactly what the response to the reaction is exactly. Different groups can take this Bible and do all kinds of things with it. We already know that. So we're headed to a great event where where Goku is about to discourage Vegeta from oh man, he has to do this. I didn't mean to run that person off, but I heard him. Plain and upsetting. Then you say Mr. Boy on there. I guess I snatched another soul. Guess I snatched the soul tonight. I bet it was shocked out their mind when I heard that. Let's go forward and see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get this up. Wait.
Chapter 34. And the Lord said unto Moses, hew thee 2 tables of stone like unto the first, and I will write upon these tables.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we get ready to get a replacement. Oh man, go ahead.
These two tables,
These
these tables, the words that were in the first tables,
Mm-hmm.
which thou breakest, and be ready in the morning and come up in the morning unto Mount Sinai, and present thyself there to me in the top of the mount.
Oh.
And no man shall come up with thee, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mount, neither let the flocks nor herds feed before that mount. And he hewed two tables of stone like unto the first.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses rose up early in the morning and went up unto Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the two tables of stone.
Mm-hmm.
And the Lord descended in the cloud and stood with him there and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, to the third and to the fourth generation. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth.
I have a question. If you're not going to acquit the guilty, how are you quick to forgive?
This was Old Testament, Dad.
We still talk about the one that don't change?
I mean, you forgive, but you're gonna have to still
No.
be punished for your.
No, you ain't gonna get it.
Your
What
actions.
does that say? What does that say? About the guilty.
It says, and that will by no means clear the guilt.
No means. No means. Say you quick to forgive by no means. By no means. But we know that ain't true with the earlier part of Abraham. No, that ain't true with the earlier David. And if that's true, how Aaron got away? Cut down all the other folks. Wait, Aaron didn't get cut down. Huh?
We ain't got to him yet.
Yes, we did. He was right there when the kinfolk got slashed.
Right, but we ain't got.
Well, he should have got hit behind slashed.
But there's another part now.
Oh, we know that. But I'm saying, why he didn't get slashed in?
He saved it for another time.
Oh, he was sick. Oh, he was fattening him up. And the heart was long.
Yes.
All right. And what that story? What that thing? What that real? All right.
Right, but
Yeah. Okay. Now, let's get back to the story. What's happening?
And he said, if now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us, for it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance. And he said, behold, I make a covenant before all thy people. I will do marvels, such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people among which thou art shall see the work of the Lord. For it is a terrible thing that I will do with thee. Observe thou that which I command thee this day. Behold, I drive out before thee the Amorite and the Canaanite, the Hittite and the Perizzite, the Hivite and the Jebusite. Take heed to thyself, lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land whither thou goest, lest it be for a snare in the midst of thee. But ye shall destroy their altars, break their images, and cut down their groves.
Stop. This is where conquerors go in. When they do colonization, they tear down all your stuff, your traditions, your writings. They copy some of your writings and put it the way they want it. This, see, there it is right there. I told you about it. It's right there in the Bible. It's right there in there. It's saying it. And that's what they do too. That's what they do. The largest man-made lake is in Africa. You know what's down in that lake? A lot of stuff from the Nile Valley, a lot of stuff from the places they conquered and threw stuff in. That's right. Now they're going out there digging it up and telling lies about where it comes from and what it is. It's so filthy and grungy. If the concept that they taught was true, a lot of things would be totally different. And I don't care what nobody say, it's time for this stuff to be brought out, uncovered, and brought to the forefront. People stop being so silly. And all these folks that defend it and get mad and get angry, doesn't matter. Doesn't change the fact. It doesn't change the fact that it's time. It's time. If it's like this now, how do you think it's gonna be by the time 2030 get here? Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh no. So let's go on with all this tearing up. He telling them to do
For thou shalt worship no other God, for the Lord whose name is jealous, capital
it.
J,
I'm gonna name the one.
no other God.
If there ain't but one, who's jealous of him?
Whose name is jealous,
Go ahead.
is a jealous God.
Uh-huh.
Lest thou make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go a whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice unto their gods, and one call thee, and thou eat of his sacrifice. And thou take of their daughters unto thy sons, and their daughters go a whoring after their gods, and make thy sons go a whoring after their gods. Thou shalt make thee no molten gods. The feast of unleavened bread shalt thou keep. 7 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, as I commanded thee, in the time of the month Abib. For in the month Abib thou camest out from Egypt. All that openeth the matrix is mine, and every firstling among
Say that again.
all that openeth the matrix is mine.
Say that again.
All that openeth the matrix is mine.
One more time so everybody can catch what
All
I say.
that openeth the matrix is mine.
What I said I was unplugged from.
The matrix.
I told him, you call me crazy, you're gonna find everything I'm saying. So one later you're gonna see it for yourself with your own eyes. Okay, there go another thing. Double nature. There it is, right there in that one. All that's in there is who?
That openeth the matrix
Is
mine.
who? The God of this book. It ain't talking to us. They seem to have twisted it to make it like it's talking to us. There's the word matrix right there in the Bible. I don't know what you're talking about. He talking crazy. I said, what Bible you reading? That ain't in the Bible. Okay, keep reading. Well, there it is. There it is. There it is, see? There it is. The very word they're saying in there, there it is. This is where people get this idea to take over, conquer. Do you not know that one of the first things they do after they have conquered is establish their God in that place? And forbid you to even think of the God you say you will. Which brings me to the point of, if the Most High had to be introduced to Abraham, who was his God before that? Mm-hmm. So all this open the matrix is his.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And every firstling among thy cattle, whether ox or sheep, that is male. But the firstling of a donkey thou shalt redeem with a lamb. And if thou redeem him not, then shalt thou break his neck. All the firstborn of thy sons thou shalt redeem. And none shall appear before me empty. 6 days thou shalt work, but on the 7th day thou shalt rest. In earing time and in harvest thou shalt rest. And thou shalt observe the feast of the weeks, and of the first fruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. Thrice in the year shall all your men children appear before the Lord God, the God of Israel. For I will cast out the nations before thee and enlarge thy borders.
That let you know it ain't talking to nobody but who in that book. It's talking to the characters in that story. Because first of all, folk in these churches don't even know how to plant corn. What harvest what can't be talking to them? They don't know how to plant nothing. They'll plant an orange seed and cuss and they'll get a tree. They don't know nothing about gardening and planting nothing. And those that do, they don't like doing it. I know planting gardens and stuff like the back of my hand because it's part of who we are. My wife met my grandfather. Yeah, big gardens, did it with one hand. They only had one arm. Did you see the garden when you knocked my dad out of it? Yeah. Now this talking about people that plant and cultivate. Mm-hmm. Now you talking about that and weed. Yeah, they know how to do that. You talking about planting gardens and stuff. They look at you like you're crazy. And the ones that do plant gardens, they complain the whole time they do it. I ran into a few people that plant gardens, and it's a good thing they know how to do it, but they don't want to do it on consistent. So it's talking to the characters in this book. It's talking to us. And you gonna drive down the well? Can't be talking about today, but what's going on now? Somebody, he the key, but be sleep. We ain't hear no rumors, they are fighting. I haven't fulfilled myself on the Bible says wars and rumors. We ain't hear no rumors, they fight. So it can't be talking, it's talking to the characters in the story, in the book. What happened is they made the narrative of the story, they made it reality. Oh, this really happened. It doggone did not. If some of that stuff would happen, do you know how much money they could make off of those actual sites? Now they're doing replicas and stealing money from people. The replica of Noah's Ark. Check the measurements. So here we have, it can't be talking to the characters in the book. What else is it?
Neither shall any man desire thy land when thou shalt go up to appear before the Lord thy God thrice in the year. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leaven, neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left unto the morning. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not see a kid in his mother's milk. And the Lord said unto Moses, write thou these words, for after the tenor of these words I have made a covenant with thee and with Israel. And he said, and he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He did neither eat bread nor drink water, and he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments.
So that was the fast, right?
Yes.
So why these churches got these variations of all of the eating and stuff going on? It's different times. But you say you do it like in the Bible. Didn't it say eat nor drink?
You gotta use wisdom.
Didn't drink either, right? Didn't eat either, right? That's what it says, right?
It did.
Okay,
I got a question.
okay.
I see how they also now try to use it like this part of the first fruit for that man to the house of the Lord.
Yes.
They want you to bring money
Yep,
and consider it the first fruit offering for the year. For the year, the first, like I think they do something like that for the first of the year, your first fruit offering.
yeah, man.
Now, how they associate that with this? But they will find ways to put it in here because this, he's talking about. He said, Lord, no. He said, excuse me, land of the land, right? Thou shalt bring it up to the house of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
The first was thy land. I ain't gonna bring their land.
They ain't got nothing. I had one tell me that God told them to tell people to add his money too. And I'm sitting there listening like, really? God told them his money also. So I said, oh, okay. I want people to understand these rituals and all this stuff. It works for what you're captivated by. That's why some of this stuff works. In every religion, in everything that people criticize, stuff works within those things. Just like stuff works with what was given to us. Everything does not. And in those things, everything does not. It's the point I made and somebody scratched their head. You don't hear a Buddhist having dreams and visions of Jesus. You don't have dreams and visions of Buddha because that's not what you were locked into. So why is your place reading and their place not? Why is your place more preferred than theirs? Because what you're in, you hold sacred, and what they're in, they hold sacred. You don't have nobody that's a Hindu having a bunch of visions of Buddha in the highly enlightened place. No. You don't have no Hindus talking about they were visited by Shinto. You don't have no Hindus interested in Taoism. And people look at me like crazy. Okay, well, prove it wrong. It's the truth. You have dreams of the lake because they told you there's a lake that burns with fire, it's going to burn you behind. You have dreams of this great place in the clouds, hanging out with folk that you couldn't stand when they was here because that's what you fed and that's what you are locked into. Everybody else is strange and wrong. They're talking the same stuff you're talking, they're just talking it different. And they're using different figures and different concepts, but it's the same stuff. We just were led to believe ours was the ultimate and the only one that's right because we had some experiences in it because that's what we were plugged into. And we said some things that were foolish and nonsense, but we believed it. We thought it was whole true. Your house just burned down. You out there with a tambourine till my God is good. Everything you got gone, burning ground. You got a tambourine singing how good God is. Living in the woods in the pup tent. I don't care who get mad, ain't nothing good about that. Yeah, the churches, isn't it? The same folk in the same thing we were captivated by, burned down churches. We ain't got to talk about the 4 little girls. We talk about them yet. We ain't got to talk about it. Y'all remember them? When they blew the church up? The 4 little girls? Yeah. This stuff is parallel. They just change the dynamic, change the names, whether it be Krishna, Janos, Muhammad, it doesn't matter. They just change the names and change the dynamic. And whether they like it or not, Zeus was before all of them except Osiris, Aset, and Horus. I can get over the fact that I was captivated and sucked into it till I got the blood from the Matrix. It's just like that scene on the Matrix where the guy said, the Matrix is telling me that I'm eating a nice juicy steak. That's what happens to people who are captivated into any type of religion. It's good no matter what you say. It's good no matter what happened to you. Because you do what? You give life to it and you're presenting yourself as a living sacrifice. You have dead what the Lord is good. That's planned, patient God, like it or not. I'm not doing it to be mean, I'm doing it for people to understand. There's nothing wrong with accepting truth. It shouldn't stop me from living. But you don't have me walking around like I ain't got good sense, and I done found out I was acting like I did. I see now why I didn't get sucked in. God excuse me, but the D, the end with the D, they could have gave me some money with all the foolishness they put me through. The D and end with the D, that means you don't know you love it. That's what it is. It's a shame that we can't go word for word without church folk, church people, preachers and stuff getting mad. You going against the Bible. The next preacher that tell me that, I can't wait for them to tell me I'm going against the Bible. I'm going to tell them, you go against the Bible. Because when you read it, you ain't walking in nothing that's in it. But you don't want to take it. So I'm excited about what's going on here because it's uncovering this stuff. It's showing. I don't mean no harm, but what I'm told, you don't do it. Sorry. You might tell me, we miss you. I ain't went nowhere. You weren't around me. What are you talking about? How you miss me? You won't be around me. You were running from me when I was praying people and stuff. What you talking about? You miss me. No, wait a minute. We miss you. And I said, the body of Christ, the church. Get on this one. You went nowhere. Prayer is still just strong, more powerful, and I don't have to pray long either. Pray all night, trying to get something out that don't go nowhere. Call me a demon, ain't nothing but gas and anger. Come out, come out, come out. Everybody, come out. Sometimes we call it a demon. And one remember one of them army ancestors? Because they did that. Why do you think that man make a man? No one knew. Why do you think that man make a man? Why do you think they're attacking stupid me for defending? Why do you think they want to fight you? They ain't fighting you now. I wonder why. They left here trying to get out of the fight, and now you defend it? You don't think they're going to stir up that man? Everything they call a demon ain't a demon. Told people before, a real demon don't come to kill. It's a power thing, just like with water. It's a power thing. Only time when they got to do with power is when you mess with the wrong one, they got all this together because they are killed. They don't care about killing nobody. But I had to tell somebody today, if all this stuff is so powerful, like they say it is, why the world the way it is? If they can go in the spirit and do this and do that, why that thing, why Al Capone still running things in that White House? Stop over-exaggerating abilities and capabilities and learn the power of the universe and nature as it was intended. Learn what the Most High really is. Because all this far-fetched, super friend stuff don't fly. One of the things I was told, you are powerful. Yes, you are, but you're not reckless. And I know what that means. Some folks act like they can make a mountain move. They can't even make and mess up a cup of coffee. We all have power and capability. We all do. It's not a lie. But the way they depict it and the way they pushed it and shoved it is a bunch of doo-doo. They lying. The way we break this out, yeah, make people mad. It's uncovering stuff. So, what time is it?
8:50.
Good. I want to ask a question. I gotta ask. I want to ask a question. Wouldn't it be more profitable to go and undo damage instead of getting mad, making like you don't exist and doing nothing? Hmm? It would be, right? That's what we're doing. We're trying to help people. I ain't against nobody. But it's not a wise thing to attack people that's doing good if you don't understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. That's not smart. You don't just decide, y'all know the devil. I heard y'all this and that. See, your first problem is you don't know what you heard. But I guarantee you that person who's on there, you think they're gonna go spread and tell people? Don't fool with them people. But they're not gonna call it God. They're not gonna call it good. They're not gonna call it right. They're gonna call it something else. They told him I was on there and everything. That's how they do. The Most High don't read thoughts. You don't have to read something that's in your presence. It ain't hard for you to get called back. You're in the presence of it. If somebody have a conversation in your living room and you standing in the hall closet, and you hear it, don't you have to reveal that to you? You heard it in the presence in your own dwelling. There's more to us than we were told, but it's just so screwed up. Gotta tie a lot of knots. Unfortunately, gotta tie a lot of knots. A lot of knots. I guarantee you, the narrative is going to be twisted about what happened on that line when I bust that person. And then they lied out. I ain't know why I got to bust down there. Start that say they lied out. I told them stick around. They're like, get that. But kill my business. I just wanted about her. They play too much by him. But we, didn't somebody tell the toys the real shit? Any comments from the floor? Any comments from the live? Thank you, family, for being on there with us. Any that are on there for the first time, If you hit the subscribe button, you'll get notifications every time we're doing things. We're putting together, teaching and things. I'm trying to find somebody to do a cooking segment. Where they do some actual meals, actual, what do they call them, recipes and stuff. We're trying to get around to doing some well-rounded stuff where people can, you know, get used to our YouTube channel and start watching the things that are on there. So subscribe, because we got great, good things coming.
Pastor Trump had a question. She said, what does the kid in the mother's milk mean?
Say that again.
What does the kid in the mother's milk mean?
What does it mean? Is she referring to where we're saying that they have to refrain from? Yeah, it was saying that nothing is allowed to go on during that time. Not even the kid receiving milk from the mother. Which is something I always had a question about. Why everything got shut down all the time? But you ain't invited to the event, but you got shut down. That's like telling somebody to come to the party at 8 o'clock and the party started at 6 o'clock. You want them to come because all the food and everything be gone when they get there so you can laugh at it. Yeah, it's listed with stuff that I think she's referring to the stuff that wasn't supposed to go on. The things will just stop and shut down because don't come near now, don't touch it. We ain't standing around.
She said, thank you.
There's some serious mind stuff going on with this thing. Hey. That super trial, we're gonna try to get the word out about Columbia so we can be ready and prepared. We're gonna start preparing on this end so we know what we're doing and who's doing what. Hopefully we won't be there by ourselves. We won't. We won't. No comments, nothing from the floor, from the house, nobody from the line, nothing else. On that note, I'm so very glad we had this time together. Very glad that we were able to share what we shared. I hope I don't get too much trouble for my reference to Dragon Ball Z. But I'm glad we're doing this because I know we're going to do it again. So glad we're doing this and we're doing it. And think about it, we just in Exodus. Man. Well, there's nothing else. Let's get ready to G-O. Grateful and thankful to be in the presence of the Most High on tonight. Grateful and thankful for every word that was spoken. Grateful and thankful for that which we were able to share. For those that were able to log in to share with us, even the one that was surprised and shocked on this evening. Don't let that be a hindrance to them. Don't let it be a great discouragement to them, but let it be an eye-opener for them to understand and realize that truth is truth. The remainder of our night be a great night, productive night. We'll continue to go forth and do great things. Thankful for one and all that are here, and it is our earnest expectation as we assemble again that it will be fruitful and that it will minister unto us and help us in our furtherance. Amen.